in this series. And it's the Danes taking on the FaZe here as we get ready to head in to this matchup.
Yes, that is where we are going, Harry Russell. Great observational skill there. We will observe this one, a best of 3. We're going to start it out on Nuke. Astralis on the T side. It's like a heavy lean towards ramp early on in this round. And they're going to do it quietly, though. He's just going to go outside, drops a flashbang, albeit hasn't really pulled too much attention his way. In fact, he's going to pull a lot of attention from Nico. His attention is Palpatine. Head down ramp.
Astralis are going to the dark side, the lower bomb site, where FaZe are already here. Rain's come through the door. Kiebi's tucked. Oh, the device is going to check it. You know he's ready for that position. No tricks against Astralis. 4-on-4 on this retake for FaZe with their new man down. No Dane in action as they set up together. All 4 players coming from the same position with Rain down in decon now. Flash forward, Dupree dodges, and now Cold moving through. The doors open. Astralis are trying to pinch FaZe in this L-bend. Glaive with another. It's all falling apart for FaZe. The doors are getting opened and shut and opened again. Glaive with a missed shot. He gets bailed out by Dupree. And Rain's here as well, but he's a little late to the party. Astralis with the pistol round. Messy, but it's a pistol.
And that's the thing, man. The idea of Glaive having some time away and you know, like, actively saying time and time again, like, you know, I had some time off, I enjoyed it, and now I'm more hungry than ever to get back into the swing of things. He was saying how he was working a lot on himself during that time. It's a pretty scary idea that, like, Glaive could come in and be someone who is, like, there's just this gnarly fragger in the server.
And looks like a new pair of glasses as well, so his prescription is in. His eyes are working.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't have even noticed that, Hugo, so you're dead on.
We'll have to find out if...
Oh, yo, Glaive, man, those are some sick new lenses, bud. Where'd you get them? No worries, mate, just because S-Tag was playing for me, so I had a couple weeks off. Don't know where he's from, honestly. Nico holding a little gap in this smoke. Astralis already passed him, and they're already running a riot down in this B site. Now, Kiebi's going to come rotating in, but his Danish brothers, they haven't been going easy on him on the other side. And they're still not. They're bullying him, but it's tough love, and that's what Kiebi might need if he's going to pick things up here, because this round is already over. If I know FaZe as well as I know FaZe, this should be a save.
Yeah, no love, just toughness in this one for Astralis, and they may have the lenses, but FaZe known for the lens flare. Not in this round. No 360s off the scout. S-Tag still holding the lobby. And one by one, they're walking into him. He's picking up the pieces of this round. Brokey's cornered, and S-Tag has found him as well. Dear, oh dear. Nice little bit of money made off the Mac.
But still not enough money for FaZe Clan. There's not anything that they're going to be doing super strange in this round, I'd imagine, in terms of a buy, because it's not going to be there. Rain picks up an HE. Meanwhile, stacked to the ceiling, Astralis have it all. Just like you can join these fine folks in the ESL.gg/fancam world. It's practically its own little world. And you can be a part of that by going to ESL.gg/fancam.
Double nades on FaZe. Where do they go with a stack? And yeah, it's going to be a stack towards ramp. Astralis, they've been taking the south side control and dropping down towards B there. Looks like the play once again. They've been given a lot of room here. We see some teams actually coming up with some cool USP ideas on this map where they stack outside and play multi-levels towards hell and heaven. But smokes are down and Device is peering above it. So as FaZe wander outside, Device should be ready for the fight. There's one. Device taking his time, no rush for these engagements, and immediately double dinked down by Cold. Still, this gun's being covered and the bomb is heading in through the squeaky door now. That A site's empty. If they want to drop vent, they also have B. Everything's available and open for Astralis. Glaive with the spray does take down Rain, and above main, Dupree's going to flick up. Nice shot. Astralis not having an issue getting rid of these pistols.
Yeah, Nico using your little jump up onto the top of garage again, Nico. Well, Dupree's a little bit fast. And this round it should be nice and clean for Astralis. Brokey is going to struggle to make it much more expensive than it is. One thing I will say is that something I do like about FaZe is that coldzera is often living up to the hype here. He's like consistently in the green on this squad. Normally alongside someone like Brokey, interestingly enough, right? Not really, like, you know, when you look down this list of names and you think that you've got guys like Nico, Rain, Kiebi that could also be occupying those spots, kind of nuts when you think that usually it's belonging to coldzera and Brokey.
Yeah, there are worries for this FaZe Clan squad. I really hope they can, get to the level that they have been before and that some of these players have been before. Constantly trying to find their groove, but this is not a group where you're going to have much room for mistakes, especially not against Astralis. Magis, he's down B already. Those smokes are wide as always for Astralis, and he's putting pressure on Lower. No rush as he is on his own, selling a bit of a fake. Kirby is tasked with this Lower rotate in all of these rounds for FaZe, so not an easy role to fill, with Astralis constantly being tricky and giving away misinformation, feigning a B fake or a B take and coming back towards A. That seems like the play right now. Magis isn't going lower. He's got to get past Nico in the garage, waiting tucked as well, who should be aware of this possibility. Pressure on that A site. Astralis throwing in utility, but it's all a fake. They go back towards ramp.
Oh dear, Brokey. He's somehow survived the journey down towards the bottom of ramp. Brokey, he hears them running by and going into hell. Nico gonna catch Magisk as well down towards B. And now Astralis try and come in through heaven, and they do lose cold. So now for Rain, he's got to keep his wits about him. They are everywhere, and he gets overrun. Devices him with a triple as he somehow turned this round back in favor of Astralis single-handedly. And now he's hunting for even more. I don't even think Kirby and Brokey are looking to go for this round, and yet here's Device bringing the fight to them. They're not even considering it. Device, is this an ace? Is this an ace waiting to happen? Oh, it could be. It certainly could be. One away from it. Kirby, come on, be a darling. S-tag, you're getting kicked. I hate to break it to you, but this is it. That's the end of the line.
Whoa.
You messed with the wrong man.
Overhead pass there.
Yeah. On your head.
The Dane's not known for throwing touchdowns.
They're pretty good at handball.
But yeah, handball. Do they have touchdowns in handball?
No, it's like goals, isn't it? It's like,
I don't know how you score in that game.
I don't know how you score in handball.
My only experience with handball is watching North throw a ball around.
Why isn't American football called like handball? Yeah.
Well, we figured we'd throw off the rest of the world by using not the metric system.
Yeah.
And B calling our soccer football, and then vice versa.
The AWP pick in main in this round. Devices started off well. He's found the gun off the body of Brokey in secret. 4 in the previous. That was in 1 mag as well. He had 3 bullets left going for the ace. He didn't want to reload. He wanted his style. But yeah, S-Tag steals. Cold's getting burnt out. Spammed down by the bullets from S-Tag through the hut. Now Cole back at the site, 20 HP. Not a nice position to be in. Astralis are just bleeding out the clock, and Kirby wants to get aggressive. Moving up towards the ramp room. Nico's in lower as well, watching secret to outside. Astralis, that may be where they go. Slow and steady. Smoke's coming down, and Cold moves out to try and help.
The wall of smokes is going to stop this just a little bit. Nico's about to catch a grenade. Yep, big grenade there. With the door open, they've kind of left a little bit of vulnerability here. Looks like Glade's going to be the first one out. They Molotov the opposite vent, and now the hit starts to come in slowly. Very slow-like. Methodically clearing out just every corner you possibly can. The skirmish is going on in the vents, though. Nico, having caught the grenade earlier, goes back through secret. Is at the bottom of the vents. Bomb plant's going to come through with 4 alive for FaZe.
Astralis keep changing up the position they're holding this back lobby from as well, right? It's previously been S-Tag at the lobby entrance. Now it's Device and Squeaky with the AWP, making sure Kirby can't aggress on ramp. If he does, he's dead. So there it is. Astralis, they just wait, and FaZe feed the kills into them. This is beautiful work so far.
What if Astralis become a master of all trades and a jack of none? That would be a terrifying thought, right?
Yeah, but then they're still winning, though, right? In theory? Or how does that...
Master of all sounds like you're winning.
Yeah, but I think you'd be winning if that was the time.
Nobody's really good at any specific role, is that...
No, I went the inverse. Master of all trades, jack of none. So that's like, you're just the king of everything.
Okay.
And that's the danger. Also, man, look at Glaive. Like, he's had some time away. He's, like, growing some facial hair. He looks like a different person.
Got glasses on.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like he's, like, gone and, like, taken... I know oh man, just look at him. He doesn't even look like the same guy anymore.
Drinking water.
Sparkling water, probably.
Yes, that's definitely sparkling.
Certainly is. K or B? Well, not drinking sparkling water. We have a bit of a timeout on our hands, it seems. Someone somewhere has to figure something out. Tom Cruise? Slightly different.
Tom Hanks now. Of course.
As he's known.
Oops.
We've always said, man, Device, Tom Hanks, one and the same.
Basically, you know, spitting image.
Glaive is like starting to remind me of Pimp as well. So like maybe that's the meme coming full circle there.
Oh, they want to be like Pimp.
Here we go. Astralis, first round they try it, they succeed at it. I can't believe that's the first round they try. They're like, yeah, let's wait till FaZe have mollies, nades, and rifles, and then let's throw S-Tag down the vent. And he gets down unscathed, only on 68, so he's absolutely fine right now. And that's just pressure on FaZe. You can already see the rotate on lower. There's clearly communication between Brokey and Kiebi figuring out what to do and when to do it. This AWP is going to stay up on ramp for the time being, and no one drops B. They just go, screw it. You want lower? You can have lower. And Astralis go, okay, we'll have lower. They take outside. They set up those smokes to cross towards Secret once again. Is that where they go, though? The big question mark that happens every single time Astralis throw this utility. Oh, dear. Magis just domes Nico through it, and it's only going to get worse from here on out.
Downstairs they go.
This is just scary, isn't it? Like, they're in B, and FaZe are just only now clearing lobby. And at this point, they know.
Yeah.
But, like, what does that even do for you? Just because they're saving. They're not even going for it.
It's all the ruckus you can hear downstairs. Still haven't had a bomb plan. Look how cautious Astralis are about it. They sense that something funky is going on.
Yeah, FaZe just didn't want to throw bodies at that, lower player of S-Tag. Oh, I think, Kiebi must have seen Device there. No, apparently not. He's going to figure it out, though. Device, no way he turns around at this point in the round. Kiebi's taking time, though. Oh, dear, Dupree's cross. He's also missed that timing as well. Is he going to walk in front of the AWP? No. Oh, Device has turned around Kiebi. He was so close to getting the backstab. Now it's in his face. Dink down. Doesn't matter. And that's another round for Astralis. FaZe on the save. What else can you do?
How do you reckon it feels to like come back to the team that you've helped make like this like tactical mastermind of like these like not slow paced but very methodical rounds, and now it's like, yeah, so here's the game plan. We just push them, man, and we just annihilate them. We just win. And Glaive's just there like, yeah, all right, yeah, it's like a completely different team, but I'll do it. I love it. And he looks like he fits right in.
If I'm FaZe, I'm thinking, how the hell do I fix this issue right now?
What even is the issue?
Yeah,
right? Like it's
well, they've been taking this outside control. They've been hitting lower a lot of rounds, and FaZe, they actually opt to just not rotate in that one. So is that going to continue to be their decision? As S-Tag once again, same situation, and as little damage, not much. He's down B. Brokey's taking the AWP outside. Good call. FaZe want to put a stop to this cross before it even happens, or at least take down one on the entry. Oh, flashed in. Brokey, that flash very deep. Device barely gets blinded, but he's got Magis to try and bail him out. Device tagged. Magis even lower. Brokey's still trapped here as well. And he's getting flashed out. Brokey, Molly as well. It's getting hot in here. They're up above the silo. Raining down death is Dupree and Astralis. And all this time, they still have lower as well. S-Tag is there. Kiebi's coming back up from ramp, and he's missed the timing as Glaive has perfectly slipped by behind enemy lines.
Yeah, but even checked hell, but just a second too late. This is so weird now.
Yeah.
Like, no one has any idea about Glaive. Glaive has got a tremendous amount of power in this round. But now eventually they're going to have to consider it, right? With Rain moving away from outside, and now FaZe taking the lobby, they're like, okay, Astralis, they've got to be outside. It's where they have to be. Surely. And eventually they're going to start to consider this heaven wrap. So Glaive's kind of like missed the timing for really hitting like the unknown. Eventually, I imagine they're going to consider it. Glaive's actually splitting in through ramp. Glaive's just in his own world, man. He's not even a part of the team anymore. They've like just sent him off own separate island just outside of Denmark. I'm pretty sure there is one just outside. Yeah, there's quite a few. It's like a big old archipelago, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, he's just the ghost of Astralis right now, sneaking through the walls, and FaZe never even see him. It's a save again.
Oh.
Welcome to Astralis, a 7th round.
You say welcome to Astralis, but this is what was happening for FaZe even in that mouse sports game. Like, it's more like welcome to FaZe.
Yeah.
Like
at this point.
The team of good economic management, but not necessarily
rounds
winning rounds. So
yeah.
Well, you are right. I mean, FaZe Clan are saving here. They're going to be doing it towards T-spawn. And for 5 alive on the side of Astralis, plenty of cash stacked to the ceiling. They're the only ones making it rain around here.
A lot of that comes from mistiming from FaZe, right? Let's look at that again. Like, yeah, B, not only going B, but then coming back up as he misses Glaive, checking Hell going. He's not Hell. I've checked it. He's not hit that timing, surely. B's clear. By the way, it wasn't clear. S-Tag was waiting in secret the entire round, just holding, and that's position for Astralis. He doesn't need to get entries or force rotations. He can just be there and cut off any rotate down low. A big pathing for FaZe gone. Then Kiebi comes back up. They go, well, Astralis, they're probably outside. Let's clear lobby. They clear lobby, and boom, bombs planted in an instant because Astralis have hit every timing. And that's a well-crafted round for Astralis. A lot going their way. They're probably a little confused as well. Like when Glaive got that wrap in, and he's like, wait, they're not outside. They're not A. Where are they? They're in the lobby. But yeah, it's just a weird one there. Astralis, great T round so far. And FaZe, look at the kills, right? They've got 4 in the map.
yeah, there's 29 kills on Astralis and there's 4 on FaZe.
Oh,
Well, it's close, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
almost got a
it's on
couple of
nice
agents
edge.
in the server.
Oh, we do. A pair.
Oh, it could be Kirby and Brokey's time now. There he is.
Channeling
James
is in a
Bondage.
bond.
James Bondish.
This is it, though. We talk about that economical game for FaZe, right? Building up the money. Here is the fruits of their labor. The fruits of their save. As now they have 4 guns again. No AWP for Brokey, who was killed outside last round. Oh, through the ramp smoke. This is cheeky. Yeah, but with a dink, drops off. That's good. You can manage that with a nade to follow. He catches anyone going out. They won't rush it, though. Astralis are wary of an AWP coming into CT. That won't be apparent in this round. With this control, do Astralis go B when FaZe drop 2 lower, or do they bojangle things up a little bit?
You know, for Astralis, getting ramp room hasn't been the hardest part of this game. I can tell you that.
No, and that's the thing. I do think that FaZe kind of like treat everyone they play against with way too much respect, you know? Like that's the thing. Like Astralis is one thing, but it's like when you're playing versus Mouse, the team that have just made changes, I would have loved to have seen like more from FaZe there. And this is like even more conservative than they were against Mouse. They take this early rotate down into B. And this gives a lot of control to Astralis. Like, they could go anywhere. And so these 3 players on A are having to, like, keep an eye on everything. Kierby breaks his silent streak, and Nico does come in with another. Kierby's getting hounded down, and he's been dealt with down on this B site. Nico already here, and the rest of the gang now in rotation. And for once, FaZe has sat in a man advantage. They're 4 on 3. And so they've got a good chance to pick up their first here and now.
Let's save, guys. Let's get out of here. We're done. No, not really. Brokey's waiting for a late timing on ramp. He knows Astralis could still be here off of the position they gained earlier, but he needs to move in fast now because he could stab S-Tag in the back. 10 HP with the AWP with his back turned to ramp. No one even considering. Heavy door setup. There's the flash. S-Tag trying to fire back. He's blinded out. He should be dead, and he is. Dupree and Device double down with a killer piece. And now Brokey has got to shine. He's got to appear from the back line. He's got 1 down to the clutch, but it's done. No time, no chance. A late rotate for Brokey, and Device is even going to hunt him down here on the ramp room. No save for you, FaZe. It is allowed, but it's a small victory at best. Astralis, the real winners with an 8-0 streak.
And that is the closest opportunity that FaZe has had so far on a retake. Well, once again, it doesn't go their way. Currently being blanked by Astralis, 8-0 on the first map of the series. Look at the fan cams. They have just absolutely multiplied. They're like an amoeba. They just keep expanding.
Out in full force.
Full force. ESL.gg/fancam. All rules and restrictions apply.
Glaive got, I think, stabbed by a teammate or shot. I thought it was shot, but I don't know.
Stabbed. 30. That's a lot.
Device looking for a ramp kill, and Kierby on the other side, while the rest of Astralis are working their way once again outside. Glaive's gonna hide in this smoke, and they spot Nico down here in secret. He gets away with a lot of damage, but not the killing blow. And so they still think that they've got Astralis trapped, but Glaive is in this same spot again, and FaZe don't know about him. If he wrapped A right now, he would have guaranteed kills ready to come his way. And with a player falling at ramp, Nico's not in a position to leave that lower site either. Glaive is actually going around the world, securing ramp from the back. He's like, guys, you won't believe it, but we got ramp again, baby. And now they all follow Glaive in. It's nice and easy.
Yeah, baby.
But they don't even have to, that's the thing, like they've just got every, they can make whatever decision they want. They've got 40 seconds. They're not even strapped for time. And now they do go back to ramp. If Nico dies without getting anything done, this might just have to be a save. So he needs this kill and he can't find it. Glaive gets away with it. Is this going to be an attempt at the retake for FaZe being a man down?
You've got to throw bodies at the problem.
At some point, you have to say, okay, we have to go for it. I mean, rounds are starting to slip away, and this one's starting to do a little bit of the same. Brokey and coldzera now left in a 2v4, and coldzera is flashed to all hell and back. It's done. S-Tag puts him away, makes quick work of him, and that just leaves Brokey to try to escape and save.
Just the way that Astralis play every position on the map, they've got a trick for all of it, right? Glaive flashing S-Tag in. He opens the door, he gets a kill. He shuts the door. Glaive, would you believe it? Flashes S-Tag in. He opens the door, another kill.
It's like, surely they're not going to flash clear this twice. Wrong.
And for FaZe as well, they've not had any opening kills. They've not been able to go, yeah, okay, oh my, that's just Astralis. Come on, Matches, that's not fair. Brokey's getting mollied out of T-Roof. Oh, what? What is that?
What are we up against? That's what I'd be thinking right now. Like,
Oh my God. Told you guys we shouldn't have queued again. That's exactly what.
Oh dear.
Charles having fun with it too.
Yeah.
See Debris there, the big old smile on his face. He knows that things have gone swimmingly their way so far.
I think you make a really good point there as well, that this must be nice for Astralis, because it's like for the longest time they were just unbeatable, and I feel like this is like a new way to find a challenge and like still remain unbeatable. Like it's like a win-win. You know, if you are able to be the one team out there that can perfect this multi... Hang on a minute, we got a fast launch. Let's see if this works for FaZe. It has out of the gate. They throw caution to the wind, and they charge down Astralis. Magisk left in the clutch. It was a 1v3, now a 1v2. Kjaerbye up on the rafters, but Magisk has found him. And he's dropped this all the way down to a 1v1. Doesn't know where Brokey is, but he's back in the hut. Magisk has got a lot of angles to bear in mind, and he tags on the molly. That gives the information over to Brokey. They're the rounds. I want FaZe to do more. Like, look at the legends in this team. coldzera, Nico, Kjaerbye, MVP at a major. Rain has been here since the beginning, and Brokey's a breakout star. I would love to see them, like, as opposed to when you're 9 rounds down, you go for, you know, a lobby crunch. I'd love to see them just throw caution to the wind sometimes.
Yeah, especially in these mid rounds, right? When FaZe are pushing lobby late after Astralis take lower, there are a lot of rounds where Astralis are in the lobby just kind of chilling with their knives out, you know, waiting. And there are timings where FaZe could definitely take kills away. That's a lovely change from FaZe. What will happen off the back of it? Now they have guns. Now the pressure is on. Brokey with the AWP. He jumps. He doesn't see a thing. Oh, Dupree's on top of Silo. Oh my, that's a deletion if I've ever seen one before. Dupree, one tap on Brokey. Mollies towards credit card. Nico, no withdrawals today. He's trapped behind the garage. Astralis are using this room to move outside down towards B. Nico's going to look to check it. Oh no, he's just hanging on. No flashes available. No one able to set him up. Rain could do so. There's a timing. Rain goes out as well with a util. He hits a shot. He catches Glaive crossing into the garage. His position now finally known, and Nico is still here, putting up a fight.
Put some nice damage onto Dupree, but it's kind of got him stuck here. 6 bullets too. He's gonna drop a Molotov towards big garage. He knows that there's a presence here for outside for Astralis. You really could run the board on him right now.
Oh, but S-tags through ramp, and Nico has no idea. So just shot in the back, doesn't even get a chance. Now Kjaerbye's like, oh, bother, ramp room? Damn. That was side taken. And Astralis are just going to waltz into A like they own the damn map. Look at them go. Cole's trying to do something, anything, but he couldn't. And this is a horrible spot for coldzera to be in. Oh, well.
Poor Kiebi, man. His rotates have had, you know, bad timings all over them, but right there, FaZe weren't playing for him from outside, so that's why he's checking B. Nico's hiding credit card range, checking in main, and even though they see the bomb cross, which should be the big difference maker, the big detail where you go, okay, the bomb's in garage right now, they're not looking for a B play, but before that, Kiebi goes down, and he misses the timing on S-Tag's lurk, so Astralis, another man in the back line. Glaive does lose his face, but that's not really a worry here for Astralis, who get out with 3 alive and 10 on this T side. Oh no, there's more. Where that came from? No, there's not. The bomb blows the body right in front of Kiebi.
Well then.
Man, Astralis is so scary. Like, they don't even fear death. Magisk is like, I'll die to the bomb, but I'll try and take him down with me.
Yeah, and what
be there saying, like, I'm going to kill you, Magisk. And the Magisk is like, not if I kill us both first. And then runs around the corner. Jeez.
Some sort of wicked mastermind.
Yeah.
10-1. Astralis are showing that they still got it. And all you haters. Well. Quiet now, aren't you?
FaZe back to not the best of buys. They've got the AWP on Brokey. Where does that go? This round in garage, waiting. Astralis, they never make this early move, do they? They love waiting out the first 20 seconds to see, especially after FaZe have burned them with that aggressive lobby push in one round. So Astralis are going, okay, we're ready for it again. We know that you might try and push the perimeter once more, and we will not let that happen. Kiebi's tucked on ramp. He's playing for his life this time. He's not looking to rotate B. He's looking to put up a multi-kill with the AUG.
I just can't wait for the announcement from Valve that Astralis was actually just like a deep learning AI experiment.
Yeah,
that like,
new bots that Valve created.
exactly. You know, they were in Dota and like they had like the best players in the world try and 1v1 them or whatever it was. Like, this is all Astralis are really, just self-learning AI. And it was all a social experiment that Valve were running this whole time.
Self-learning AI.
Oh, the check's not there. Magis, oh, there's a tight gap. Nico can't hit the shot, but now he knows his man there. Magis backs up into the firing line, and Nico confidently takes the gun. Could have been a second player there, but he seems to think no, and he is right in his assumption. Astralis are hitting inner with 20 seconds. There's the MP9 pushing in the mid-round, pushing at the point where Astralis need to get out this door. Rain putting up 1. He can't escape, and no reload, no time for it. Nico drops the bomb. 15 on the clock. Blade might have to drop, but Cold has got him before he can. 2 for FaZe, and that's what I want, right? Don't give Astralis the room when you don't need to. Finally, an early man advantage for FaZe, and they keep the pressure up. They put it on. They push towards the door, and they trap Astralis as they're lining up nades, setting up for that execute. Nice work from FaZe. Trying to get anything they can on the CT side at this point. 5 would be incredible, and Astralis won't make it easy.
Well, I'd say FaZe up in the chat, but they're down. 10-2 still. Realistically, the money is there for the rest of the half for Astralis, unless they go crazy. That's a good start here for FaZe. Nico finds Magisk outside, having hugged close red. That might just be the opener that FaZe need to get a 10-5 half. I mean, as weird as I want to say it, they're going to need that at this rate.
Yeah, but they've started again with the man advantage, and so this is like slowly kind of coming back together for FaZe. It's now just about maintaining this, and you know, like you say, getting that 5-10 half, because that feels essential if they want to have any chance here in the second half of play. Smoking off main, that's going to allow Astralis to try and cross outside. Nico is waiting back in hell. Tagged by Device on the tiniest of angles, and that's Nico like having to just admit defeat and take a new position. As move up into heaven so he can at least kind of keep a bit of an eye towards outside. Astralis looking like they want to try and maybe split this site. That's something that they've still got waiting in the wings. It all kind of hinges on S-Tag winning this, and he doesn't. 30 seconds now as they've got to make their mind up and go elsewhere. And they actually, FaZe actually smoke off heaven. That's kind of cool. That's going to deny, oh, there's a gap for Nico to look through as well. That's something you're not going to consider, I imagine, if you're Glaive, right? You're not anticipating that, like, yeah, they've left a gap for Nico to shoot through, but who knew it? They left a gap for Nico to shoot through. And Kjaerbye's there to finish things off. So FaZe, they have started to stumble back to their feet. Yeah. It's a flawless round to find a third.
They start to realize what's going on, right, with this outside control. Astralis aren't rushing lower or rushing up, and they're just looking for kills in the yard. And when they don't get them, they set up for that top site. FaZe, aggressing lobby in the mid round. Cold kills S-Tag. And considering they're already a man up, FaZe are then in a great position. And Cold just throws that on the fly smoke to heaven that luckily has the gap. But that's all FaZe needed. Finding a third. Letting Astralis get all that outside control, not letting them get any further. Another Ven dive, perhaps it's denied. Nico finally there at the right time. He gets S-Tag out of the picture, out of the lobby. Astralis, okay, we're seeing solutions for FaZe. We're seeing opening kills, but as soon as they come, Glaive immediately responds. A fast entry on ramp. Broky's kept back by the Molotov. It's smoked. Astralis say no, and they drop B.
Yeah, they've got the site. FaZe are going to have to rotate into this retake, and the B site, you know, famously hasn't been great for FaZe here in these retakes. So if there ever was a time to show improvement, it's now. But Dupree is already holding on to the vent. That's a bit of an awkward angle, but he gets a lot of damage onto Rain. And is that damage enough to make FaZe doubt even going for this? They've got money. Like, they should go for it. There's no doubt in my mind that this is a round that should be attempted. So they will drop everyone down. They're very paranoid as well about flanking players, because we've often had someone doing that for Astralis. They now try and run the gauntlet, and in doing so, they get left in the firing line of Device and Magisk, who just light it up. Magisk there to solidify it with 3, and Astralis 11 rounds.
Yeah, Magisk is playing angles that don't exist. Like, Broky's looking for him with the AWP. He's flicking everywhere. He has no idea, despite it being communicated. Astralis had so many players looking at the double doors. We've seen FaZe, they try and play together, right? On the earlier retake, they ran 3 out through decon. This time it's 3 out through double, but I say out, no one even leaves past the doorway. Astralis just spray him down. They bring every fight forward. And they take another round on lower. Yeah, it feels like when Astralis plant B, it's already theirs. FaZe do have the money to buy for this last round of the half. Can anything happen here? Nice shot from Broky. Oh dear, gets hit though. S-Tag avoids the nade. Kjaerbye's going through the ramp smoke, and Glaive is ready for it. Waiting on the other side. Kjaerbye can't catch a break, and Astralis will take a man advantage once again.
Oh, last round of the half. Astralis already making a statement here on the T side with the swing. Glaive finds coldzera. Ramp is a compromise. Broky has to back away with his AWP. And now we see what sort of Astralis strats we were seeing in the beginning of the half. They're able to just push around FaZe a little bit. And I say that Rain absolutely eliminates the threat and brings this one back. A 4K for Rain. Howie, how has he done that?
That is unreal. Rain just jiggling, wiggling around, and now leaving it all onto Magisk. Now, surely in a round where Rain gets 4, this cannot fall apart for FaZe. He has done all the heavy lifting. And now him and Broky just have to finish the job. Magisk down with 1. Rain needs the ace, and he's going to get it. All 5 for Rain, and a 4th on the board for FaZe on the back of just 1 man.
This is why you show up to the server early, right? Get your hours in, get your DM in, and get ready, get rainy, as FaZe put up a bit of a storm near the end of the first half. It's going to be a long crawl back, though, in this second. Astralis up 11-4. Rain is sipping El Vino. We'll be back after the break.
and alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
So let's take a little bit of perspective here, and maybe all of you COD players can enjoy this clip. We'll call it the Doom Cam for the time being, but ultimately, that iron sight is missing the centerpiece. Welcome back, everybody, to the ESL Pro League Season 12, and as you can tell, Astralis are really not letting up here. FaZe on 4, Astralis on 11. We switch sides. FaZe now have to have an answer on their T side, and, well, with Harry and Hugo, we're going to attempt to tell you the story as best as possible. Isn't that right, guys?
Damn right, Trace. And yeah, let's hope it's not a short story. Let's hope this one is a bit of a novel, as FaZe have to pull quite the comeback. It all starts with a pistol, as all good halves do. Even the bad halves as well. Got to start somewhere, and here it is. Heavy A-side setup for FaZe, for the looks of things. Full armor for Astralis. No one's planning on retaking today. Or maybe they're right with 3 on A, although one drops out of the heaven and heads towards hell. It's an A attack, and Dupree at the back of the site, tip-tapping away. He can't hit a thing. He's been dinged. Kiebi running him down, and this is it for FaZe. They're in pole position. They're in the site, and Astralis with no kit might have to say goodbye.
Oh. Rain's trapped. He's a freebie. But how free is he? There will be players moving in to try help him out. They try and flash Rain. I think you just gotta have to sometimes admit, like, yeah, Rain, you're on your own, but like, good luck and all. Now, we've won the round anyway. Your sacrifice is not in vain, and there he is getting tapped out of the round, but it is still the pistol locked in for FaZe Clan. They find 5 on the back of a fast A play.
Any exit fans? It's messy. Oh, it really is messy. Kiebi spins around and takes down 3 for FaZe, running down Dupree at the back of the site to even start the round. So that's a good one for FaZe, now getting in control. Astralis, I expect to force in the second round. They're a team that loves to go for the scouts. They've got some D-arm as well. S-Tag and Device taking the snipers here for the CT side. Device doesn't buy armor. He saves for the AWP later in the game. FaZe, they want to go quick. Inside of A once more. Broky running him down. Dupree once more at the back. Magis hasn't been spotted at the top of the heart, and that's a dangerous decision as Magis destroys the opposition. 5 on 2 in an instant. Cold and Kievi have to make this one happen.
Yeah, this one really has spun around the wrong way, Harry.
Yeah, this isn't what we wanted at all. Like, if FaZe wanted to get back into it, they needed this conversion. And now, that does not look like anywhere near the certainty you were hoping for. A lot of this is going to rely... Oh,
of course. Yeah.
Well, hope you had fun, Cold. Kiebi now on this ramp flank. He's trying to do the dirty from the position that Astralis were constantly besting him in. He spotted S-Tag and he's dealt with him. But now they know that Kiebi, he's on the loose. He's out here. These Danes, they have like this built-in thing where they all kind of know what each other are doing. So I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust that they haven't already figured Kiebi out.
Well, well, well.
Glave's proven it. Dupree's proven it. Magiska's the guy trying to make us believe that like all Danish people aren't connected mentally. But they are, we know it. Look at how many of them are ready for this Heaven Peak. All of them. Oh, well. Kiebi flushed out of heaven. 30 seconds left. What could he do? Dupree back in the door. There's going to be a flash to try and force a fight, but nothing comes in. It's actually a decoy. He faked me with that one.
Nice.
And he gets out of there. Kirby's going to try and hold on to the AK. Astralis, they steal away a 12th round. Magis deadly with the Deagle. Dupree offering up kills as well. And it's 12 on the board now for Astralis.
Yeah, I can't believe Cold's hiding behind Vent. Astralis seemed aware of the possibility. And then someone makes a call like, S-tag, just wallbang Vent, would you? They shoot it. Well, the tag comes through. You hear the tag if you're Astralis. And so they just spam him down with a Deagle from atop the hut. It felt like they checked matches. It felt like they saw him. He was poking out, but I guess no one committed to that fight. And yeah, that's the biggest regret of FaZe's life right there. Magic just drops 2 instantly. And where can you go from here if you're FaZe? Probably got to force. Probably got to dig the hole deeper. Buy around that AK that Kirby saved. And it's not pretty, is it? A few bits of utility, but Astralis 12-5 up on their map pick in the series.
All calculated, all according to plan. Oh, up to this point, look at this weirdness. KRB gets all the way up, and it's Glaive with the up that's caused the most ruckus here. Magis finally gets some hands on and helps. They walk away with 4 guns alive in that round, one of them being an AK on Glaive, who had just 1 HP at the very end, and it's 13-5. The ball keeps rolling. And if you're FaZe, the ball's rolling too, except it's a snowball going downhill, gaining momentum, growing bigger by the second.
And they're too poor to stop it, Trace. They got nothing. 2K a player.
Don't know that the snow discriminates against the poor, but of course.
They can't even buy shovels.
Need a shovel.
That's what I've always thought, man. Avalanches come my way. I'm like, damn, I'm shovelless.
I better get a shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those avalanches that you're in.
Yeah.
Oh, Rain, man. He's
What?
He's good. Like, you gotta love a bit of Rain. He's the only guy that's really doing anything right now for FaZe. He is, like, hands down topping the charts.
That was pretty wild too, and with a Glock. Imagine that.
He's done it, like, with USPs as well already. Like, he's, you know, you can kind of give him whatever. As long as he's got something, he'll get you a kill. And then it falls to everyone else to live up to their side of the deal. And that's the question. I mean, they've only got Glocks, right? There's not really a chance that you get away with much here. And S-Tag, he loves the chance, right? Because he wants to impress. He wants to show the rest of the gang, like, Bubsky, who even is that guy? I'm S-Tag. Look at me go. One at the ramp, they rush him. And that's not going to get you into Astralis, bud. That's only 2. Needed all 5.
Yeah, something like that. Still weapons, and Dupree's already in lower. This is a trap. As our great friend Emperor Palpatine once said. Here it is, Dupree lands 1, not just 2, but make it 3 to complete the round. Astralis just 2 away from picking up this first map. They made it look convincing. Not just easy, but convincing.
Yeah, and because FaZe lost their second round, their conversion force, or to Astralis' force, well, now they get their first buy round properly of this T side. And I say properly, it's not even going to include like the Brokey fully armored with an AWP and all the util. Maybe there's an AWP available here for FaZe, but yeah, it's not a perfect buy, but it's all they can muster. It's all they're allowed here at a 14-5 scoreline. Yeah, no AWP at all for Brokey, not even the money for it. So gonna have to stick back with the AK. Device is taking his towards door. Glaive's done his classic smoke push outside behind the boxes. FaZe, they won't give anything up to this AWP early, but it's only because it's smoked off. Astralis have kept that one under wraps. Double AWP as well. S-Tag's on ramp with his, and Device has come back up into heaven to try and help out on A.
There you go. They consider just applying the pressure into upper, and it's Device that wins on to Rain. However, we still have even strength, 3v3. And Dupree's entrenched in the back of the site. They're going to line up in the fatal funnel known as Hut. It's just 1-on-2 now. S-Tag, what are you going to do? AWP, it's got a Molotov, 2 flashes and a smoke, finds himself in heaven in a very precarious situation where the bomb is actually down. Brokey and Nico just trying to see if perhaps S-Tag is going to push one of the extremities. But he waits, and he waits a little longer. And so will we.
Yeah, they have gone back and cleared the lobby, so they know that he's not wrapping them, and that narrows it down to being main or heaven. And, well, now... Oh, it went down.
Wow.
That is such a shame. You can't believe it. S-Tag's laughing to himself. I would never miss that, says S-Tag as he leaps down into the site. Now looking to do something remarkable, wins the first, and almost the follow-up. Nico just guns him down for the trade. Doesn't want to give S-Tag the room, and that is a very good call to make. You know, I think too often we see FaZe play those situations very, very safely. Maybe wouldn't be immediately spurred on to go for that trade. But we are seeing them, you know, and kind of focus in like these situations on just getting those frags as soon as you can. Don't give S-Tag a chance to take a third shot. So they hound it down. It's still 14 rounds for Astralis, but it's another now in the bank account of FaZe. And with that victory, they've got Astralis right where they want them. You know, Astralis are going to take this bye here and now, but look into the future past this, they're going to be pretty limited in terms of what they can bring to the table.
Yeah, no reason for Astralis to eco here, though, right? If you can reset FaZe, you can break their money at this point, regardless of what you put into it. And it's going to be good, right? There were players with 6K, so Astralis aren't worried just yet. Nice little round for FaZe. Comes down to the wire. Nico with a trade and double up again. See what I mean? You know, there are some losses for Astralis, but there are also some big gains. And it's Device and Dupree taking it, this time over S-Tag, who's left with the mag 7 on ramp. Oh, Glaive, they're running outside. You can hear them already crossing to red. He needs to get tucked quickly. Oh, one of those smokes misses. It's above main roof. That's not on purpose. It's meant to be landing in front of main. There's the trade. Rain is quick to take down Glaive, and Dupree's here with the AWP as well. With that main smoke missing, it costs FaZe another life.
Yeah, this is kind of rough. This is the last few rounds, just key pieces of utility missing for FaZe. And then you contrast that to Astralis throwing T roof Molotovs, like Molotovs you didn't even know existed.
It's all fun and games, Harry. It's all fun and games until the Molotov misses.
Oh no, look at this.
They've gone back and now they're gonna do, this is a weird place to have a fight. Magic, yeah, he ain't ready for that. But Dupree now in this position in the doorway, looking for one, trying to get out of there. And he does live to tell the tale. Kirby is sneaking his way through the hut. Dupree, surely not ready. Caught with utility out, and now the AWP given over. It's S-Tag.
Okay.
With the mag 7. Dane Hasty on the vent, looking for this. Whoa, mag 7 kill. Cold Zera on the receiving end. And it's Kirby left in the 1v1 versus S-Tag. Dane on Dane. Mag 7 v AWP, and the AWP comes out swinging. FaZe, they take a 7th.
Yeah, that's a scary clutch to be up against, right? You know, S-Tag, he came from Heaven last time. FaZe were planting away from Heaven. They expected the same rotation, but he went ramp to B, back up the vent. And yeah, that smoke, I can say, like obviously at this level, you should never be missing it. But that smoke is really hard to hit accurately. If you get like a pixel away, I've tried to do it consistently. Yeah, you can get it on the main roof a lot. It does fall short sometimes. So we actually see that quite a lot in pro play. One of the hardest smokes outside. But at the end of the day, yeah, it costs FaZe them some lives outside. Thank God Kirby clutches. Now it's Astralis force buying. I like the confidence. Back in, they could have ecoed this one, but they want nothing to do with it. They want to shut it out before it gets problematic. Rain above the silo. Oh, he's not seen Glaive. Glaive may have seen him, but knowing you can't really take this fight with his weapon. Only a UMP. Leave it to the D. That'll do. Device. Unbelievable shot. Taking down Rain off the top.
He got it. It didn't even dawn on me.
Took me a second as well.
Wow. All right. Device is like, oh, mate, that's like $4,000 more expensive than the better AWP. The Eagle. The working man's AWP.
The working man's hop. Yeah, man.
And here's S-Tag and Device at ramp, both of them armed with the AWPs in question. And here comes the push. S-Tag spotted. Now the push looking to come through for FaZe. Device falls out and just concedes ramp room. Glaive is still waiting. Like, this guy ain't moved a muscle in Garage. He's just like still holding on. Been here 20 years. He's frozen in place. He can't move in it even if he wanted to. Dupree's pushed the lobby. This bomb doesn't really have a destination just yet, and that's led to it getting dropped. This hesitancy now leaving Brokey to get the trade, and he can't. Dupree's just shredding them with the MP9. Nico gets deleted outside, and it's left onto Kirby again, this time 1v3 to try and pick up the pieces. Does deal with Magis, but there's still so many players here. He's not going for the plant. He's looking for frags, and S-Tag is going to deal with him. 15 for Astralis, map point. and no money left for FaZe. This one is looking done.
That's a smart play for S-Tag as well. Climbs above the hut, right? He could have gone for the trade, try and get Kiebi, but he plays the time. I don't know how Device hits this man.
Not fair.
Yeah, it must have been calmed, right? Glaive must have seen it and gone, yeah, Device, can you just do that? Yep, he's done it. Some frustrating rounds and situations for FaZe here, right? Cold gets caught in the lobby and it's not traded by Brokey. Reload for Dupree does catch him out, but at that point there's 10 seconds, and so Astralis just send 2 players into A to win it. Oh, 1 AK on Nico. He's got to do everything here, and he's already gone from the fight. Glaive with a spray of the back of Device's flash, and he might come out to help outside. Brokey stuck on ramp. The man on the silo being Rain with only a P250, not the range game for Rain. And he'll have to fall off after taking a shot, knowing these guns will be looking right at him.
I'm amazed that he even went back there after the last round. And, well,
Where else is safe?
Oh, Device. Well, he's sent it home. He's locked it in. Astralis, they're going to take Nuke in an incredibly dominant fashion. The Danes are back in full force, and they are looking more scary than ever here. 1-0 up versus FaZe, and now it's Train coming up next. The map pick of FaZe Clan. Can they bounce back? Or have Astralis locked in an easy win? Join us after a break to find out.